Jaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Tinamine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Pastat Deshatarine Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So thank you very much for attending these classes. We are continuing our Bhagavad Gita courses, simplified courses. We are now in the 6th chapter. We completed 5th chapter. So as I told you in the beginning, you have taken many journey in the life, but this Bhagavad Gita journey is very, very essential, very important, very significant, because it is a journey within which it will purify us and also bring back to our real home, real destination, back to God at home. So with this notes, I will start with this 6th chapter, Dhyāna-yoga. So I'm sharing the screen of my course materials. So here we can see that in the last classes we have studied about the karma yoga, Krishna or is meant for Krishna satisfaction. That is called karma yoga. Only karma cannot give us liberations. It has to be added yoga. The karma it has to be added. Yoga means linking with Krishna. So it has to link with Krishna to give us the liberation, to give us the perfection. So any activities when we are linking with God, that is called Krishna consciousness. Or action, that is called karma yoga, action in Krishna consciousness. But we cannot link unless we have the perfect knowledge. I cannot just I cannot link my work for Krishna. I cannot, if I do not have knowledge who is Krishna, what is my relationship with Krishna, what is my duty towards Krishna. So that is very important. Otherwise, I cannot detach from my fruits because I am attached in my material conditioning life. In conditioning life, everybody is attached to fruits. Everybody is attached to doing some activities, and everybody attached to the fruit of the activities. Unless I am entitled, unless I am, enlightened by the knowledge of Gita wisdom, that yes, the supreme proprietor is Krishna, the supreme sacrifice beneficiary is the Krishna, because everything belongs to him. So everything should be offered to him, offered in the service of him. In this way, we can purify ourselves. We can purify our existence, and we can indemnify. We can we can absorb the reaction of our action. Otherwise, every activity is called some reaction. Unless we act on behalf of Krishna, for Krishna, by Krishna, of Krishna. They say that this, democracy is by the people, for the people, of the people. So our activities by the Krishna, for the Krishna, of the Krishna. Everything is Krishna. Then only we can purify from the reaction. We can release from the reaction. The reaction will not affect. As long as we have a reaction, we have to take bath again and again. We have to continue. We have to prolong, procrastinate in this material world. So Krishna is giving us the idea that how this by process, different process like karma yoga, jnana yoga, dhyana yoga, bhakti yoga, you can come to me, which is the ultimate goal of life. So that is action in Krishna consciousness. In 3rd chapter also Krishna, same thing. Why his 5th chapter? 3rd chapter he touched a little bit of not so deep. He touched that, yes, you work with detachment. And he added, work with detachment with knowledge, because without knowledge, that why Krishna should be given everything. Because Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead. Everything belongs to him. Everything is meant for him. If you do not give him, we will be implicated, like a stealing. So therefore, everything should be. And by this process, we can have a peace. Otherwise, there is no peace. I want to be master. I want to be master. There is no peace. there cannot be any peace. So when we are in peaceful, then we can do the meditation. We cannot meditation with disturbing mind. We cannot chant Hare Krishna with disturbing mind. We cannot think with disturbing mind. The peace is important. When we have got this inner peace, that Krishna is the proprietor, Krishna is the friend, benefactor, everything should be given to him. Then Santi Marchati, Krishna say in the last verses of 5th chapter that we will get peace. In that peaceful state, we can meditate. Okay, I am going to liberate now. I have to meditate on Krishna. I know that, okay, I am inside the jail now. So I should act with proper knowledge how to get out. Then I can start thinking of that. Oh, when I'm doing that, all the things, then I will be thinking of, when I'm going to release from jail. Similarly, when I'm doing all the things, my action in Krishna consciousness, I will now peace and I will be thinking of Krishna. That is called Ashtanga-yoga. Meditation, Dhyāna-yoga, Ashtanga-yoga, Dhyāna-yoga. So today, everything is a connection. Krishna says in this 5th chapter that that how we can also think of me, meditation like Ashtanga-yoga. Ashtanga means eightfold. Yoga means connecting with Lord, meditative. So this Dhyāna-yoga will start with today. Dhyāna-yoga, this very, very important thing. People are very misunderstood about this Dhyāna-yoga because this yoga is very, commonly used word in the world, not only India, in the world. There are so many yoga system has been sprout up. So many yoga, hatha yoga, horse yoga, dog yoga, horse yoga. So many redundant, useless yoga, which has no meaning, not authorized. But Krishna is now establishing in Bhagavad Gita what is called a bona fide yoga system. Although it has been very often used, but very often misused and misunderstood what is yoga. Yoga is not about the fat reducing or a physical exercise to make bicep or tricep. That is not actually meaning of yoga. Or yoga is not meant for the economic development, commercialized yoga, like for business purpose. What is real yoga? That has been described in Ashtanga yoga is very authorized yoga. Therefore, Krishna has mentioned this one in this chapter, what is called Ashtanga yoga. So we will learn today, let us go through the theme. What is the progress in Ashtanga yoga, practice of Ashtanga yoga, how to practice, what are the progress means, stages in Ashtanga yoga. Important of mind control. Whole yoga system is meant to mind control. Is not meant for anything else. Because our mind is the most important friend and enemy. If it is uncontrolled, it is the enemy. It will drift away. It will make us to lose. This is the greatest enemy, mind. So the yoga system entails, there is the importance of mind control. Without that, there is no question of yoga system. This so only. So there is the importance of mind control and destination of unsuccessful yogi, because yoga process involves, demands a very strenuous physical process. We have eightfold of strenuous physical exercises in order to control the mind. And so it is not easy for a common man to get successful, to get perfection in this process. So Arjuna is asking, supposing one person is doing this Ashtanga yoga, or in Krishna consciousness also, if he fails, what will happen to him? Will it be failures? Or will it be lost, either not this side or that side, not material, not spiritual? So what is his destination? We will learn that. And then Krishna is conclude that the topmost yogi is the bhakti yogi. Bhakta yogi is topmost. The Krishna himself, Supreme Lord, is himself certified here, that categorically certified here, that bhakti yogi is the topmost yogi as compared to all others. There is no question of argument here, because the Supreme Lord is supremely wisdom, supremely wise. The supremely wise person here certifying that out of all kind of hatha yoga, karma yoga, dhyana, many people claiming that, oh, karma yoga, Krishna has spoken karma yoga, Krishna has spoken, why not karma yoga, why not dhyana yoga, why not jnana? But Krishna himself category says that out of all yogis, the bhakti yogi is the topmost. That's all. The author himself says, the speaker of Bhagavad Gita himself says that this is the bhakti yogi. That is the end of everything, end of the argument. Because all others yogas are different staircase, different stages, just in a staircases. There are so many, like just in a nowadays lift system is there. In lift system, somebody is 5th floor, somebody 10th floor, somebody is 12th floor, but nobody can claim that I'm in 5th floor means I'm in the top of the floor. No. He is in yoga system. He is inside the lift. That is fine. That is understood. That is approved. But he cannot claim that I am the topmost floor. No. He has to go to topmost floor. Then only he can be perfect. That I am in the topmost destination. But I am in the 5th floor. Somebody in the 10th floor. They cannot say that I have reached. Of course, they are all are in the lift only. That means all are in the yoga system. But they cannot claim them that they are the topmost, unless they come to the point of bhakti yoga. So thank you very much once again. Let's start with that. So here the yoga system has been defined. Here we will going to learn all the things. So we start with this very beginning of these things. So Arjuna also a little bit of doubt. He was telling, Krishna is telling about work with the detachment, work with renunciations. And also, he is telling that completely renounce and work with detachment, work in devotion. So Lord is advocating both the things. So he's asking that which of the two things is very good. Whether it's a yogi means bhakti yogi, means work in devotion, or work in renunciation. Although this question has been asked in the 5th chapter, very beginning, still in the mind, he did not ask, still in the mind, he has a bit of doubt. Therefore, Krishna immediately understood the mind of Arjuna. Then he told that, Sri Bhagavan uvacha anarsitta kalam karma phalam karyam karam karoti jo sa sannyasa yogischa na nirgaischa chakriya na nirganir na chakriya. See, Lord say that who is actually a renounced order of life? Sannyas. We have had that word sannyas. Sannyas means satnyasa, iti sannyasa. Nyasa means give up or renounce. Who renounce for the sat means truth, absolute truth, means God. So who has renounced his family, everything for the God, that is called renounce order of life. So here Krishna prescribed that who is that renounced order? Anasita karam phalma. Renounce order does not mean that who has accepted the orange colored dress, just like today I have worn. So there's so many people, they are wearing the orange color. That does not mean that they is renounced. So many people having beard. In COVID, during COVID, many people could not go to the barber shop because it's closed. So everybody become a long beard. That does not qualify them to become renounced order. So Krishna here defining what is renounced order of life. The renounced order of life is anarsita karma phalam, one who works without any expectation of the result or reward. That means I am going to work, I am an engineer, I am going to work every day, and I am not expecting result. Then why I am working? No, I am working as per my duty. It is my duty, not with a result, but as a duty. That is important. I am duty bound to do this. Karyam karam karoti jo. In such a way, if somebody was a sannyasi, he is actually in renounced order. Everybody is working. Everybody wants some kind of result, because with that result, they want to do some sense gratification. Everybody, almost all the people. But a renounced order life, although he works, but he does not take shelter of the result of his activity as a matter of duty. No expecting, just like a mother. Example is given, Prabhupada used to give example. Mother is working for a child. Mother is doing all the service for the children. It is not for expecting that my child will grow one day and he will help me when I am old. No, it's a matter of duty. My duty is to have to do for my child as a mother. Similarly, once renounced order of life, those who are renounced order of life, sannyasi, he is working. A karmi is working, different karmi is working for himself, but he is working as a matter of duty. That's all. Never expected result. Duty means that is, I am not forced to do. I'm voluntary duty, not that I'm forced. Others are forced to do because they want to livelihood, this all the thing. But voluntary out of love, that is called transcendental love. So many people are coming to temple. They are not forced, they are coming out of love and rendering some service. Somebody is cooking, somebody is preaching, somebody is doing puja, somebody is offering something out of love. That is called duty. Not expecting, my Lord, I want to get something, so therefore I am giving. I want to give you offer someone coconut and 2 bananas, and please give me 1 Rolls Royce or BMW Mercedes. That is not actually the out of love. That is expectation. That is okay. At least you are coming to God, but that is not a pure love. That is not renounced. That is called bhogi. So this is called sannyasi, means he is not as a matter of duty. Simply renouncement is not at all. Renouncement simply, I say, I renounce everything. I do not want my salary. I do not want any money. No, there must be some duty. My duty, what is that duty? Renounce the family life, no more botheration, everything. But if I have no duty, I have renounced everything, my family, my things, I am going to join, but I am not doing anything. That is not actually duty. Duty means responsible duty to work for Krishna. That is duty. Simply, many people are renounced. Simply, they do not, just like a kamchor. They are called parasite on the earth. Devotees are not the parasite. Sometimes they say that devotees are parasite on the earth. They are very burdened. No, they are not escaping from the duty. They say that you are escaping from the duty, devotees. They are not escaping. They do not know what is duty. Real duty is responsible duty for Krishna. They are not escaping. You are escaping. You wanted to free, you wanted to go away from family, you wanted to relax. That is not renunciation. Many people say, I renounce family, everything. But what is your duty, sir? Nothing. Fun and frolic, rest and relax in a Maldives, some islands. No, that is not renunciation. Renunciation means a responsible duty for Krishna. There are 2 kinds of duty we have. Either you to serve the Maya or serve the Krishna. When you serve Krishna, that is called actually renunciation of life. That is called real sannyas. When you serve the reality, when you serve the illusion that, oh, Prabhu, I am duty now. We devotees are not doing anything. We are doing for my family, for my this, for my that. That means you are doing for whom? Doing for illusion. Your responsibility is for the illusion, therefore you are not sannyas. But if a devotee is give up everything, but he is doing for Krishna, he is actually called renounced order of life, sannyas, because he is doing his duty for reality. Reality is Krishna, and all other thing is illusion. Therefore, whole the spiritual realization is to come to the stage of the transcendental stage that we should love Supreme, so that we can, do our duty for Krishna. When you duty for Krishna, we develop the love and relationship, revive our relationship with Krishna. That is whole, things. So Ashtanga Yoga process also, here Krishna also say that those who are work is obligated is in the renounced order of life. He is a true mystic, not that who lights no fire, perform no duty. I am not doing anything, I am renounced. No. That is not renounced. Rather, doing for Krishna, that is real renounce. Therefore, Krishna say in 4th chapter, those who sees action in inaction is right, a true observer. He is a Tattvadarshi. Tattvadarshi means he sees that I am working, but still there is no reaction because I am working for Krishna. Those who are not working, but he is actually working, is not doing anything. Simply so-called renounce. So moving into the next one, Krishna says that what is called renunciation should know to be same as yoga or linking oneself with Supreme. O son of Pandu, for one can never become yogi unless he renounces the desire for sense gratification. See, very important. Everybody trying to some profit out of activity. Many yogis also, they are also acting, they are doing also, they teach yoga system for some profit. But that is not the idea of yoga system. The yoga system means should be engaged in the service of the Lord, everything. everything to be dovetailed. So here it is said that it is same as yogi and as renounced order, those who are sannyas, both are same. Because nobody can become yogi unless he renounce the desire of sense gratification. Sannyasi means what? Sannyasi means desire for sense gratification must not be there. He is leaving everything, all the material things. And yogi also same thing. I say, no, I am working for Krishna. I am loving Krishna. I am engaged in service of the Krishna. But I still have material desire. What kind of devotee you are? Bhakti pareshan bhava virakti ranyatha. Bhakti means there has to be detachment. There has to be renunciation and knowledge. Otherwise, you have no come to bhakti. Neophyte stage, we are thinking, I am also Krishna conscious. I am also devotee. What kind of devotee? Yogi means there is no sense gratifications. There is no desire for sense gratification. So one cannot be yogi unless one renounce the desire for sense gratification. We cannot call that I am also doing yogi, bhakta yogi, I am karma yogi, jnana yogi. First of all, yogi means what? Yogi means renounce the sense gratification. Either you are a karma or jnana, you are bhakta or dhyana. Any kind of yogi. Yogi, first qualification of yogi is renounce the sense gratification process. That is very important point to understand. We cannot be called a yogi unless we renounce the sense gratification. Whole idea is to renounce our sense. As long as we have the sense gratification in our heart, we are going to be stay here. We are in karmi level. We cannot even come to the stage of yoga ladder. We have not even climbed the yoga ladder. First step of yoga ladder. We are in the down only. We are not in the ladder. So yogi means first of all renounce the sense gratification. That is important. So there are different stages there. Different stages. Very important thing Krishna said, because different stages is there. Not that everybody become in a ladder in the same stage. So for one who is a neophyte in the eightfold yoga system, work is said to be means. For one who is already elevated in yoga, cessation of all material activity is said to be means. So those who are beginning preliminary stage, so they are like, they cannot do the renounce everything like this. In the beginning platform, we always think of Krishna, but engage in the service of Krishna. But in the main stage, final stage, for him, there is no activity, there is no material activity, finish. This regulative principle is the beginning stage of yoga. Just like we are doing sadhana bhakti. Sadhana bhakti means we have got desire, but we are trying to purify that desire by regulating this desire. We are not completely given up that desire. Desire is still there, but we are trying to purify. We are on the process of purifying. That is called yoga rukha. Highest stage is called yoga aruda. Initial stage, this is a regulation. Our is sadhana bhakti. When you come to the highest stage, that is called raganuga bhakti, spontaneous. So in yoga, Ashtanga yoga also, there is two things. Beginning stage is called yoga arukha. In advanced stage, yoga aruda. So in beginning, in between, there are 8 processes there. Yama, niyama, asana, pranayam, pratyahara, dharana, dhyana, samadhi. These are the 8 stages. Sense control, rule and regulations, seating posture, pranayam, breathing exercise, renounce, dharana means meditation, dharana and dhyana meditation, samadhi means completely absorb. These are the stages between beginning and advanced stage. In beginning, we have some yama niyama, means we have some regulative principles. Just like we are starting, a bhakta is joining in Krishna consciousness. He is not free from all the material desire. He has got material desire, but he is regulating it by sadhana bhakti, by chanting Hare Krishna, by praying to Lord, engaging service. 4 regulative principles are there to prohibit. In this way, all is like previously he was eating meat. Now he is now regulating his eating. He is eating. That greediness is there, but eating prasadam. So in this way, he is regulating his all the activities. And slowly he is going up. to the advanced stage of samadhi. Samadhi means always thinking of Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, 24/7. He's chanting, reading, hearing, doing service, going to Kirtan, every time's about Krishna. That's all. His mind is always revolved around Krishna. In different service, there are varieties of service. Krishna is unlimited. We cannot serve him actually completely. This is unlimited service. So therefore, Krishna telling that person is said to be elevated in yoga when having renounced all material desire. He neither asks for sense gratification nor engage in fruitive activity. See, that is called real perfect yogi. Means first of all, a perfect yogi is elevated when he is actually does not work for sense gratification. Sense gratification is own personal sense gratification. But Krishna consciousness person can do anything for satisfaction of Krishna. Therefore, this renounced sannyasi, they do not do any material activities. Because if there is material activities means there is a fruits, and that fruits will be coming for sense gratification. Therefore, they all together renounce it. And though Krishna consciousness person or bhakti yogi, what they do the same. Actually, Prabhupada is explaining parallel. A Krishna consciousness person and Ashtanga yogi. Actually, both are same. But Krishna consciousness yogi or bhakti yogi is better than Ashtanga yogi. That we will come to know in the later stage, finally. So a bhakti yogi or Krishna consciousness person, he can do everything. He doesn't say, no, I will not do, I will be inclined to fruits. No, he do everything. But for the satisfaction of Krishna. Nirbandhe Krishna sambandhe. Everything related to Krishna. Yukta vairagya uchate. That is called positive renouncement. Simply you do not renounce, oh, I will be no. Positive renouncement, everything we accept. Somebody giving money, okay, we will accept money. That is not good, but not for me, for Krishna. Arjuna is fighting. Fighting is not good. Killing is not a good business. But why is killing? Because for Krishna, satisfaction. That is called Krishna consciousness. That is called actually a perfect yogi. Now simply mechanically we stop. Oh, I have to mechanically, I do not want because I will be implicated. Mechanically, one has to escape from material desire. That is not a good things actually. This is not proper realization. Mechanically, if he does something, he will fall down. But it has to come very organically, systematically, sadhana bhakti. Therefore, we have sadhana bhakti, practicing, slowly practicing. Everything for the satisfaction of Krishna. That is called real. So in this, all the process, there is one thing is very important. This mind. Mind is a player in yoga. This is central. It is a switch, but what is called the main switch. Why I am expecting some result? Why I have material desire? Because of mind. Mind function is to thinking, feeling, expecting all the things. Mind is the main thing. Mind wants something. I want this, I want that. If mind is not controlled, how one can renounce the fruits? How can one renounce the sense gratification? How one can detach? Therefore, mind is the main switch. Therefore, in this chapter, Dhyāna-yoga, I cannot, yoga means meditation. So how can I meditate? Let's say in a very literal meaning of Dhyāna-yoga is meditation actually. How can I meditate if my mind is thinking of Bollywood, Hollywood, cricket or something else? I cannot meditate on something. I cannot focus. I cannot stay focused. In order to stay focused, I need to control my mind. That is the main switch. Uncontrolled mind, forget about yoga. Better to stay home. Don't do any yoga system because there is no question of yoga. This is cheating actually. So Krishna says that one must deliver himself with the help of this mind, not degrade himself. The mind is the friend of conditioned soul and his enemy. So mind control is the main thing. In order to become a yogi or sannyas, one has to control the mind because mind is the cause of bondage, mind also cause of liberation. Sometimes Atma is called Atmaiva Atmana Bandhu. Atma also sometimes called body, mind, soul. It's not only soul. Sometimes denotes some soul, mind and body also. So in the yoga system, the mind and the conditioned soul are especially important. In the mind is the central point of yoga practice. Yoga indriyam samyam. Yoga means to control the mind. That's all. Purpose of yoga system is, what is the purpose of yoga system? Yoga indriyam to control the mind. That's all. To draw it away from the attachment to sense object. Our whole idea is that we have got this fault. What is that fault? Sangha yukta yoga. Sangha means attachment. Our problem is that Sangha yukta dosa. Dosa means fault. Sangha yukta means attachment. Attachment is problem. I am attached to so many things. First of all, when I turn away from Lord, I came to this material existence. First of all, I am attached to my body, myself, my body. I am thinking of that I am body. I am my body. I am attached to so much body. Little bit of something happen, I go to doctor. I take care with utmost care at the expense of the expenses of great amount, lot of money. Then I take care of my immediate relation, my father, mother, wife, children, so on and so forth. Then I am extended selfishness. What is that extended? Community, society, humanity, country, so on and so forth. This is called extended selfishness. So here it is said that this attachment is a cause of our bondage. And attachment is due to mind. If I control the mind, then draw it away from attachment, then I can be liberated. For that, mind must be trained. Otherwise, it will not. It will not. Because in material existence, everybody influence of the mind. Everybody, even a great soul sometimes, like we have seen particularly Vishwamitra, Saurabhi Muni, so many people, even Maharaj King Bharata, Maharaj Bharat, he was in a very bhava stage, very higher stage of bhakti ladder. Very bhava stage, kind of samadhi stage. He left everything when he was young, his kingdom, his wife, his children, all the treasury, everything. He went to forest to meditate on Krishna, but he saw a orphan deer. He was attached to deer. What happened? He fell down. He could not complete his bhakti. He has to take birth as a deer. Somehow he remembered. And then he realized and rectified. Then again he took birth as a Jadavara. Then only he go back to Godhead. So how it is dangerous. Such a great devotee. We are nothing as compared to Bharat Maharaj. So therefore the mind is very, very important, very tricky. Mind your mind always. Otherwise there is no question of yoga. Yoga means any kind of yoga. Not only karma yoga, this yoga, that any kind of yoga, the mind is very. Krishna says that one cannot be said yogi unless he control his mind. Unless his sense gratification renounce. How to renounce sense gratification without controlling mind? Controlling mind is very important to be a bhakti yoga, any kind of yoga. Krishna also says bhakti yoga means what? Manmana bhava mad bhakta mad jaji mam namaskuru. Always think of me. Thinking is a function of mind. So mind is very, very central point. Paramount priority, important to control. So again Krishna say, telling Bandhur Atmaneva Tasya. For him who has conquered the mind, mind is the best friend. For one who has failed to do, his mind will remain the greatest enemy. Very, very important verse. 6:6. So the purpose of practicing eightfold yoga called Ashtanga Yoga, Hatha Yoga, to control the mind in order to make it a friend in discharging human mission. Our human mission is to always think of Krishna. Unless the mind is controlled, the practice of yoga for a soul is a simply waste of time. Just Krishna's word, as it is. It's just a waste of time. One who cannot control his mind lives always in with the greatest enemy. Thus his life and his mission are spoiled. The constitutional position of the living is to carry out the order of the superior. As long as one's mind remains unconquered enemy, one has to solve the dictation of lust, anger, avarice, illusion. When mind is conquered, one voluntarily agrees to abide by the dictation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is situated within the heart of everyone as Paramatma. Real yoga practice entails the meeting the Paramatma within the heart, then following his dictation. For one who take the Krishna consciousness directly, perfect surrender to the dictation of the Lord follows automatically. Very beautifully Prabhupada parallel. First of all, what is the purpose of Ashtanga Yoga? This verses actually, it says all about the chapter. If you know this verse properly, you know all this whole chapter is whole eightfold yoga system to control the mind, to make it free, so that discharging the human form of life. What is the human form of life? Human form of life is to carry out the order of the superior, particularly carry out the order of the Paramatma. All this yogi going to Himalaya for what? For to see the Lord within the heart, or meeting the Paramatma within the heart, super soul, then following his dictation. That is whole idea. Therefore, they go to Himalaya and do the control the mind, and they do the Ashtanga Yoga. Go to secluded places. In the rest of the chapter, it is said that what is the process of process of how to do yoga system. Whole idea to meeting controlling the mind and meeting Paramatma and follow his dictation. In this way, our human mission will be fulfilled, because we are not under the dictation of the Lord. We are turning away from the Lord. We are doing whatever away from the Lord. I mean, we are doing against the Lord, not against the Lord, which is not ordered by Lord. We are not abide by the dictation. We are doing our independently. Due to this independent nature, that I will do whatever I like, I do not want under the control of the Lord, then we are suffering. Therefore, Krishna says, Sarvadharman parityāga mām ekam saranam vraja. So those who are Krishna consciousness, they are also like Ashtanga yogi. In this chapter, one thing you can notice, Prabhupada is always mentioning parallel definition, Ashtanga yogi and Krishna consciousness. Whatever the Ashtanga yogi, their process, their progress, their purpose, the Krishna consciousness also have the same purpose, same thing. That is not non-different. Rather, Krishna consciousness is the easiest method than this physical exercise. Prabhupada is so, that's why Acharya, we should follow Acharya teaching. We can understand very nice. For one who takes Krishna consciousness directly, perfect surrender to the detection of the Lord follows automatically. Supposing is surrender to Krishna means what? Surrender to Krishna means abide by the order of Krishna. Just like Arjuna. Arjuna was initially reluctant to fight because he was not surrendering to Krishna. He was thinking independently, oh, why should I fight? Why should I kill my relatives? They are not my enemy. They are after all my relatives. They have done some mistake, that's fine, but they are relatives after all. How can I kill them? And then he surrendered to Krishna. When he surrendered to Krishna, then automatically he has to follow. He is follow the Krishna. Then he is telling, yes, I will fight. So Krishna consciousness person means he to take up Krishna consciousness means abide by the order of Krishna. Krishna say manmana bhava mad bhakta sarvadharman parityāga mām ekam saranam vraja. That is same as Ashtanga Yoga. Exactly same. The purpose of Ashtanga Yoga is to meet the Paramatma and follow his detection or order. Krishna consciousness is also same thing. You don't need to do all physical exercise. Simply surrender by chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. We become a Ashtanga Yogi. That's all. How Prabhupada is giving a beautiful purport, beautiful parallel definition of Ashtanga Yogi and Krishna consciousness. Otherwise, who is going to do Ashtanga Yogi? Physical, what is that? Niyama, Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayam. A very difficult physical exercise, impractical in this age of Kali. So much disturbance. We cannot even properly, 1 second, 1 minute, there is a message, a WhatsApp message, this message. How much we are living in a very distracting world. Even the teaching and learning is also so difficult to retain our attention, whatever I am speaking, whatever I am hearing. Everything is very difficult, very distracting world. That is the only purpose. I'm writing this Bhagavad Gita simplified based on the thematic presentation of Prabhupada purport, just to make that retention of attention. Because otherwise, everything is a bulky, so much of information. Who is going to study all the things? So they are avoiding all the things. So much distracting. The controlling mind is very, very important. Here Krishna says, for one who has conquered the mind, the super soul is already reached. For he has attained tranquility. To such a man, happiness, distress, heat, cold, honor, dishonor are all the same. That is very important. As soon as we have already, one who has conquered the mind and under the direction of the Krishna, then we are not misled by mind. Then we are not frustrated. We are Santi Arthati. We are very, very peaceful. We are not, disturbed by all the material upheavals. We are unaffected by duality. I love this, I hate this. Everything, something I am accepting, something I am rejecting. All kind of, this is called happiness, distress. Same water, I like it in summer, but I do not like in winter. That is called duality. I am suffering in summer because of heat, I am suffering in the cold because of cold. This duality. But one who is control his mind will not say duality. They will not, they are under the control of superior nature, because the mind is not focusing this material thing. Oh, it's very heat. Oh, it's very cold. No, he's always in transcendental, superior nature focusing. Therefore, he is above this duality. And this state is called practically samadhi. That is very higher state. Everybody cannot immediately get. We are in sadhana bhakti. We cannot say that if something happen, we cannot say I don't care. No, we care. I mean, initial stage we care. We have to be bitty. But actually, state of practical samadhi is this absorption in the supreme. I don't care whether I am sleeping, I am wherever I was. This is a very good verse. If I can find out that, I forgot the number. That is a beautiful verses that a person who is in that samadhi stage. Let me see whether I can find. No. Where is this verse? Get this verse. It's beautiful. It is stated that a person who is really, he don't know where he is sleeping here. No. So anyway, so a person who is self-realized, he doesn't know, just like a drunkard. A drunkard, he does not know where he is sleeping, where he is sitting. He do not know. Somewhere in this, what is called same filthy place also he is there sitting. He does not know. Similarly, a self-realized person who is practically stage of samadhi, he does not care about all these material dualities. So, therefore, Krishna says a person is said to be established in self-realization is called yogi. When he is fully satisfied by virtue of acquired knowledge realization, such a person is situated in the transcendent, self-control. He sees everything, whether it's pebble, stone, gold, as a yes. So this person is always thinking of same. For him, this material things is no different, because he is in transcendental position, just like a Krishna consciousness person, is realized knowledge. He is satisfied with pure devotional service. He is steady in conviction. He can see everything in the same way. He does not consider, something like Vidya Vinaya Sampane Gavini. What is that? Vidya Vinaya Sampane 518. See, he sees everything in the same level. He doesn't have any kind of differentiate between this and that, because he is always in the absolute condition. Same thing, samadhi, those who are absorbed in samadhi, so they also have said, Vidya Vinaya Sampane Brahmini Gavyastini. The humble says, by virtue of true knowledge, sees equal vision and learned, gentle Brahman, a cow, elephant, dog, and dog. Because they see the super soul in everybody hearts. They are not in material vision. Their vision has been changed. Therefore, a person is considered to be further advanced when he regards honest, well-wisher, affectionate, benefactor, natural meditator, envious, friends, enemy, pious, sinners, all within equal mind. That is a pure samadhi state. In Krishna consciousness, that is pure devotee. And a pure devotee always see prasadatma, prasanta chita. Like Prahlad Maharaj, he did not distinguish anything. Prasanta Chitta. He never distinguishes, oh, this is good, this is bad, this is this. No duality. For him, everybody is equal. Sama sarvabhuteshu. He sees equal in everything. Sama sarvabhuteshu. Sarvabhuteshu ja paschate ma. That is Krishna consciousness. That is called Samadhi state. So here the practice. Now Krishna has already explained that what is in beginning stage, we have to do some niyamasana, just like Krishna consciousness preliminary stage. But in the end stage, or it is the Samadhi stage, or perfection stage of Ashtanga Yoga, one has to control in mind, and one has to meet the Paramatma under the detection. He has to work, like he has to see everything under the detection. And he sees everything is same actually. They don't distinguish. That was a Samadhi state or pure devotee. That is the highest point of Ashtanga Yoga. That is called Samadhi. So now Krishna is speaking about practice of Ashtanga Yoga. How to practice it. Many people go to 5-star hotel, VG Street. No, what is that? True yoga system, true yoga center. This center, that center. What kind of center? But Krishna is telling, what is that? A transcendentalist, first business of transcendental, to keep the mind always on Krishna. That is the first thing. That is called control of mind. Means control of mind means keep your mind on Krishna. Simply control our mind, don't do, we cannot. Mind has to think something. Mind cannot be vacant. We cannot switch off the mind. We cannot pause the mind. We cannot shut down the mind. We just switch the mind to another thing. Either in reality or illusion. So mind control means engage in the mind for Krishna. Manmana bhava mad bhakta. Always think of him. So one should always think of Krishna, not forget him, even for a moment. That is called Samadhi state. Concentration of mind on the Supreme is called Samadhi or trance. The highest is highest. That is called pure devotional service, pure Krishna consciousness. In order to concentrate the mind, one should always remain in secularism, avoid disturbances by external objects. Therefore, Krishna here said that in order to practice Ashtanga Yoga, one should go to secluded place, not that busy street, 5-star hotel, yoga center. What kind of this is all cheating actually? All cheating. Krishna says cheating. He should go to secularism because he should not avoid disturbances of external objects. Because mind has to be controlled on Krishna 24/7. Therefore, he has to be undisturbed. Go to Himalaya, go to forest. Therefore, this is called everything he has to accept which is favorable for his concentration of the mind. No hanker for unnecessary material thing. Entangle him, feeling of positiveness. No, I have this, I have this. Therefore, Krishna say a yogi cannot be yogi unless he renounced his possessiveness. See, there is a very mistake in calling sannyasi. Sannyasi does not mean that who has nothing. Sannyasi means who has everything, but he has no spirit of possessiveness. He does not have that possessiveness of all the things what he has. One may have billions of dollars, but he has no possessiveness. He knows everything belongs to Krishna. Everything should be Krishna. That is called actually renounce order. Renounce order, not that I am nothing, I am beggar, I don't have anything, zero balance, no bank account. I am only a bead bag. That is not renounce order of life. Renounce order, I may have so many things, but do I have possessiveness? Sometimes, temple also, they say that this is my temple, this is my room, brahmachari room, my brahmachari room. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati say attachment to this temple or your room also, that is also very bad. Therefore, he told better to stay in a rented house than you buy a house. Any kind of sort of attachment is causes bondage. Problematic. Therefore, possessiveness must not be there. Feeling of possessiveness is not there. That is called real renounce order. People mistaken that. Renounce order means so. Rupa Goswami say that Krishna consciousness person knows everything belongs to Krishna. Anasaktasya Vishaya. So everything belongs to Krishna. Therefore, he accepts everything for the sake of Krishna. He is free from feeling of personal possession. But everything he accepts in favor of Krishna consciousness. In this way, he is aloof from material things. He is actually a transcendental. He is actually in samadhi, perfect yogi, Krishna consciousness. Everything belongs to Krishna. That is the things we should know. Everything accept, but not for me, for Krishna. That feeling of positiveness important. I am renounced order, but still I am a feeling of positiveness, and I am not sannyas. I have everything, but I am a feeling of I don't have feeling of positiveness. Just like so many devotees in the past, Raghunath Das Goswami, also so many things, but he was aloof always. Vidyanidhi, so many Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's things, associates. They were very rich, but they were very aloof. Yudhishthira Maharaj, they are all know positiveness. They know everything. Parikshit Maharaj, everything belongs to Krishna. Dhruva Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, they are also king. Prithu Maharaj, they are all renounced. So one should go to the sacred place. The sacred place means pilgrimage in India. In India, yogi, they leave home, reside in sacred place like Prayag, Mathura, Vrindavan, Rishikesh, Haridwar, in solitude place. River, near river, Jamuna, Ganga, like this. So it is here, how to practice? You have to go to sacred place, means sacred place. What is the sacred places? Those are very nice places. And what you have to do to practice yoga, one should go to secular place, should lay kusha grass. That is very important. Kusha grass. Why kusha grass? On the ground, then cover it with a deer skin and soft cloth, so that all the reptiles, snakes, they will not come. So that he is undisturbed. Seat should be neither too high, too low. Nor should be situated and should be situated in sacred place. The yogi should then sit on the very firmly, practice yoga to purify the heart, by controlling the mind, senses, activity, and fixing the mind on one point. That is whole idea Krishna is telling. Whole purpose of Ashtanga Yoga is this is called Ashtanga Yoga. Very whole purpose to control the mind by this practicing, going to secluded places, lay the kusha grass, not so height, seat is not so height, particularly in a sacred place, and wear a deer skin so that he will not be disturbed by reptiles, ants, snakes. These are the process. But in this age of quarrel and hypocrisy, this is very, very difficult to do all the things. Simply by chanting, best means of self-realization, best means of controlling the mind, senses, and activity, fixing the mind on one point. Ekaha Kurunandana, one-pointed bhakti, by chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Therefore, in Kali Yuga, this Ashtanga Yoga is not practical, not prescribed. That is Dhyāna, the Ashtanga Yoga practiced by other Yugas, particularly Satya Yuga. 60,000 years Valmiki and he did, and he came out from the ant. Therefore, his name is called Valmiki. Ant hill means Valmika. He came out from Valmiki and authored of Ramayana, compiled Ramayana. So he got this self-realization perfect. He perfected in this process of yoga system. But for us, very difficult. Practically completely difficult. We are so much disturbed. Mandas manda mataya manda bhagya. Simply Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Nama eva kevalam kalo naste vanaste bhagati lanata. So one should hold one's body, neck, head erect in the straight lines and stare steadily at the tips of the nose. Thus, with an unagitated, subdued mind, devoid of fear, completely free from sex life, one should meditate upon me within the heart and make me without. Very important is here. First of all, your body, neck, head, erect, everything straight line. Nowadays, nobody is sitting even straight in the class also. Stare steadily at the tip of the nose. Thus, with the tip of the nose. That ought to close, not close the eyes, half closed. Unagitated, subdued mind, devoid of fear, no fearing. Oh, I am in a secluded place, I am fear. Completely free from sex life, that is very important. What kind of yoga system if you have a sex life? So this is not this is a myth actually. Then within the heart, you make me the ultimate goal of life. One should meditate upon me within the heart and make me the ultimate goal of life. So Krishna is speaking this word of Krishna, what is called Ashtanga Yoga. Thus practicing constant control of the body, mind, activities of the mystic transcendental, his mind regulated, attain the kingdom of God, the abode of Krishna by cessation of material existence. That is the thing. Whole idea is that. Therefore, one should be One should know what is the ultimate goal of things. And this is the practice. These are the practice, how to practice Ashtanga Yoga. Krishna is speaking. All other method they are introducing is just concussion and it's just cheating. There is no possibility of once become yogi or Arjuna. If one eats too much, eat too little. Sleep too much, does not sleep enough. That is very important. Regulated. In Krishna consciousness also regulated. Otherwise, you are taking so much sleeping is not good. Too much, too less sleeping also you will be. You cannot concentrate on the classes and all other service. So regulation of diet sleep is recommended here in yogi. Too much eating means eating more than required to keep body and soul together. So this is not good. It is stated that divasya, what is that? Kamasya nendrepati lava jibe java. Only that much of eating, sleeping necessary, which is minimum bare necessity. Which one should not extravagance in the matter of eating, sleeping, depending matter. Yuktahara viharasya yukta chetasya karmaso yukta sapno Swapnavadvayasya yoga bhavati dukkha. He who is regulated in his habit of eating, sleeping, recreation, work can mitigate all material pains by practicing the yoga system. It's very important here. If we are extravaganza in the matter of eating, too much sleeping, too much defending, accumulating wealth, too much of mating, that is not good. It has to be regulated. Otherwise, one cannot practice the yoga system, cannot be practiced. So therefore, Krishna consciousness person means always allot in discharge the duty in Krishna consciousness. Therefore, unnecessary spent sleeping is considered abhyartha kalatvam. Rupa Goswami saying in Chaitanya Charitamrita 23:59. So it is stated that abhyartha kalatvam means Krishna consciousness person cannot bear, cannot tolerate to pass minutes without being engaged in the service of the Lord. Therefore, is sleeping kept minimum, everything minimum. Krishna consciousness person does not work anything which is not connected with Krishna interest. That is called regulating the work. Regulating sleeping, regulating work. Also, there is no question of sense gratification. Everything Krishna consciousness person does for the satisfaction of Krishna. In this way, one regulated his work, his speech, his sleep, wakefulness, everything, all bodily activities is regulated simply by Krishna consciousness process. Automatically, Ashtanga Yoga can be active by Krishna consciousness. Because I speak only for Krishna, that is called real silent. That is called, Krishna say, how to regulate your speech by silent. Silent means speaking only Krishna Katha. That is called real silent, real controlling your speech. Controlling your sleep means as much as required sleep and rest of the time we can utilize properly for the at least 6 hour passage. Even this Acharya, they are a great example, ideal example, 2-3 hours only sleeping. The rest of the time they were. We cannot do that, at least 6 hour passage. Eating also as much as required, our stomach is filled, not more than that. If you feel whether I have to take more or less, Prabhupada say you take less. If you are undecided whether I take more or not, second time or not, you better skip it. In this way, we can control our everything, speech, sleep, activities also. Anything I am doing for Krishna better. Otherwise, it is just entanglement. Just if I have to, supposing I have to do anything, any activities, any material activities, I must have a purpose, ultimate purpose is for Krishna consciousness, advancing Krishna, connected to Krishna. So in this way, it is saying the practice of yoga, when the yogi by practice of yoga discipline is mental activity becomes situated in transcendent, devoid of all material desire, and is said to be well established. The whole idea is the same thing. Once we do the all kind of activities of yogi, is that I have no material desire. That is the symptoms. The symptom that activities of yogi distinguish from the ordinary person, because all kind of material desire, which is the sex, is the cheap, that a yogi will not do that. A perfect yogi is all discipline in all activities of the mind. He can no longer disturb by kind of material desire. That is the difference. That is the difference distinguished between an ordinary man and a yogi. To qualify yogi is not easy thing, but it is important. Unless we become yogi, we cannot attain Krishna. We cannot attain perfect spiritual realization. Tasma yogi bhava Arjuna. Hey Arjuna, you become a yogi. Yogi means no more material desire, no sense gratification, particularly no sex life. this perfection stage can automatically attain person in Krishna consciousness, as stated in Srimad Bhagavatam. Savai Manaha Krishna Padaravinda Vachansi Vaikuntha Gunanaguna. Means a true Krishna consciousness means always working for Krishna. Just like Savai Krishna Padaravinda. So, let's see these beautiful verses. Everything for the Krishna seva. This is called topmost yoga system. Prabhupada also stated here. Topmost yoga system means everything for the sake of Krishna. Every senses you can engage in the just Krishna service. Just you have got senses, 10 senses, mind engage in Krishna, leg engage for going to temple, head engage for cleansing the temple, nose engage for selling in the flower for Krishna, offer to Krishna, Tulasi offer to Krishna, tongue to taste Krishna prasadam, hear Hare Krishna mantra. In this way you can engage all the senses. There's no need of education, there's no need of passing MA, PhD. Practice simply yoga system, Savai Mana Krishna. Vachansi Vaikuntha. Ambrish Maharaj used to do that. You have to talk means don't talk nonsense. Engage, you're talking about Vaikuntha Katha. Vaikuntha Vachansi Vaikuntha. We are talking now Vaikuntha Katha. Any Katha is related to Krishna called Vaikuntha Katha. Any topics which is not related to Krishna, that is called Kuntha Katha. Kuntha means anxiety. Without Krishna, everything is anxiety. Anxiety of birth, death, disease, old age. Anxiety of Adhyatmik, Adidavik, Adibhautik. This all anxiety of suffering. Anxiety of misery. When you talk about these topics of this world, mundane world, that is called Kuntha Katha. Full of anxiety. Oh, he has murdered somebody. All newspaper is called Kuntha Katha, Kuntha newspaper. Full of anxiety. Somebody raped, somebody murdered, somebody political thing, somebody happened. All this called Kuntha Katha. Vaikuntha means Vigata Kantha, Vigata Kuntha Jasamad, Iti Vaikuntha. The definition of Vaikuntha means Vigata Kuntha, free from Vigata. Vigata means free from Kuntha anxiety. There is no birth, death, disease. Only Krishna Katha or Krishna related Katha. That is called Vaikuntha Katha. So if you always engage our 10 senses in Vaikuntha Katha, Krishna Katha, Krishna, then it is called Samadhi, this perfection of yoga. Therefore, a truly Krishna conscious person always absorbed in transcendent, in constant undisturbed meditation on his worshipable Lord, is steady as lamp in windless place. Just like a windless, there is no wind, a lamp is very steady. As soon as there is a wind, lamp is now staggering, tottering, stammering. Similarly, the same thing. A truly Krishna consciousness person is like a windless lamp. And in this stage, it is called Samadhi. Completely restrained from mental activity by practice of yoga. That is real trance. That is called Krishna consciousness person. This is called Samadhi state. So Krishna is explaining the progress and practice of Ashtanga yoga. So one should, in this way, the yoga practitioner should be determined, should patiently prosecute the practice without deviation. That is very important. See, these are the very not easy process, rigorous and vigorous process, very strenuous process that needs patience, perseverance. They are key to success. Patience in Pusha, Nischa, Dharyat, Rupa Goswami say, nectar of instruction. Tat karma pravatana sanga tyaga suto briti sadvir bhakti prasiddhati. Very rigid practitioner. Rigid means one should follow Rupa Goswami. Utsaha means always confidence, enthusiasm, determination, patience, prosecute the work. Sanga tyaga suto briti. Sanga tyaga means all which is unfavorable association will be rejected. Suto briti. Sotobriti means always follow the Sotobriti has two meanings. Always follow the Acharya or in an honest profession or mode of goodness. Activities in mode of goodness. That is called Sotobriti also. This is favorable. Therefore, Krishna consciousness person also the same formula Rupa Goswami has given. Not that only the Ashtanga yogi will have this kind of determination, faith. not to be deviated from the path, abandon all this without, one should abandon without exception all material desire born for material speculation, control the senses. No, this is also applicable for us, Krishna consciousness. And gradually, step by step, this is called sadhana bhakti, means step by step. One should become situated in trance. That means one can come to the bhava and prema state, pure devotional service. Then that time one should always think of Krishna. Always. Satatam kirtante mam manmana bhava madbhakta. Yugaitam nimishena chakkusa pravasaitam sunaita jagata sagam sarvam govinda virat. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu showed the symptoms that when we come to that stage, we always think of Krishna. With separation, we feel everything is vacant. That is called samadhi stage, or perfection in Krishna consciousness. Prabhupada always giving a parallel definition of what is called Ashtanga Yoga. What is the perfection in Ashtanga Yoga called samadhi? What is called perfection in Krishna consciousness? What is the beginning of Ashtanga Yoga? Yama Niyama, beginning of preliminary stage of Krishna consciousness is rule and regulation. Adau Shraddha, Sadhu Sangha, Vajana Kriya, so and so forth. Anartha Nirviti Shat. That is very important. Then come to the Nishtha platform. Then Ruchi, Asakti, Ruchi, Bhava, Prema. These are the stages Rupa Goswami said. We have to properly conviction and intelligent one should gradually see all senses. It's called Pratyahara. Means gradually, just like Krishna consciousness, one immediately cannot Anartha Nirviti Shat. We should follow, do the bhajan nicely, slowly we detach. That is called Pratyahara. Then come to the stage of Samadhi, means complete Krishna consciousness. So in this way, one should sure success at the end. Because mind is always flickering. Always going. Mind duty is to flicker. Very stubborn mind, very obstinate. Arjuna also telling is very mind, chanchalahi manha Krishna, is very obstinate. So very difficult to control the mind. There are so many mind verses. I have no time. I will show you sometime, maybe next session. I have so many mind control verses because in Bhagavatam it's very nicely said that how to control the mind and all. So there are so beautiful verses are there. How the mind is so dangerous. Maybe 1, 2, 3 verses I can show you. That how the minds are very, very difficult, dangerous. So this is very important verses. They say that the spiritual is trapped in the bondage of material intelligence, which avoids is constant engagement of the illusory modes of knowledge. But I am the fourth stage of conscious beyond the time is not this one. What is this verse? Willing to conquer the irrepressible enemy in the mind, whose urges are intolerable, who torment the heart. Many people are completely bewildered, create useless quarrel with others. They should conclude that other people are either their friend and the mind is so bad, All these senses have been under control of the mind since time immemorial. Mind himself never comes under the sway of any other. He is stronger than the strongest. His God-like power is fearsome. Therefore, anyone who can bring the mind under control becomes the master of all senses. How the mind is very, very, very difficult to control. Very dangerous. Among this possessing quality, I am the primary manifestation of nature. Among the great thing, I am the total material creation. Among subtle thing, I am the spirit soul. Of things that are difficult to conquer, I am the mind. Krishna said that anything that is difficult to conquer, I am the mind. So mind is very, very difficult. So in this way, So now the practice of Ashtanga Yoga is telling, and it is very important that a true yogi observes in me all beings, all and also see everything being in me. Indeed, self-realized person see me in same Supreme Lord everywhere. Yamam paschati sarvatra sarvancha mai paschati tasyam na pranasyami sacha na me pranasati. For one who sees me everywhere, sees everything in me, I am never lost. Is never lost to me. Very, very important. Krishna conscious yogi or Ashtanga yogi is perfect here because he sees Krishna in everybody heart. Ishvara sarvabhutana mudesya tishtati. So he always sees Krishna in everything. In the dog, Brahmana, everywhere he sees. And he sees everything in Krishna because everything is emanation of Krishna. Ham sarvasya prabhav mata sarvam prabhatati iti matva vadante mam. Everything is manifestation of a separate energy. Whatever you see, he sees that everything manifestation of his energy. Therefore, perfect yogi, he knows that. Whole material world also, he says that is same, is his energy only. And there is no difference between energy and energetic. So he sees everything in Krishna. Just like a person who is very, very good at it, say that. A lofty person, he sees everything is a potentiality of sense gratification. A gambler, everything he sees that is a casino. Similarly, perfect yogi, because he sees everything in Krishna consciousness. Just like you wear red glass, everything you see red. If you wear yellow sunglass, you will see everything is yellow. Therefore, a perfect yogi, perfect Krishna consciousness sees everything in Krishna. How? Premanjana Churita Bhakti Bilochane na Santa Sadev Hudesi Bilokyan Yam Sama Sundaram Achinta Guna Sarupam Govinda Madhipusha. Premanjana Charita. Just like I wear a red glass and I see everything is red. Similarly, if I wear a Krishna glass, I will see everything Krishna. Krishnized. Therefore, we should wear the glass. We should put the ointment of Premanjana Churita, love of Godhead. When our eyes is applied the ointment of love of Godhead, we will see everything Krishna related. That is called Krishna consciousness, truly Krishna consciousness. So such a yogi engage in the worship of service of super soul, knowing that I and the super soul are one, remain always in me in all circumstances. So that yogi is practicing, they always, actually Ashtanga yogi, as I told you, whole idea is to meet Paramatma. They are meditating on super soul and sees within himself plenary portion called Krishna. So they want to see within the heart, the Paramatma is there. They want to see, it is there, but I cannot see now. Unless I become Ashtanga yogi, or if I become Krishna consciousness, I can see. Just like Hanuman. Hanuman can see it. Hanuman is not a Ashtanga yogi, he is a Krishna consciousness yogi, Bhakti yogi. He can just tear his heart and he saw that my Lord is there. How he is tearing heart? Because he knows, he already sees his Lord. Ram and Sita is there inside the heart. Ashtanga yogi also same thing. They know that Paramatma. By practice samadhi, they see the Paramatma within. And that Paramatma is collective. Paramatma is existing in everybody's heart. That collective Paramatma, that is called non-different from Krishna, is Vishnu himself. So here is a perfect yogi who by comparison of his own self sees the true quality of all beings in both their happiness and their distress. This is the same thing. See, Krishna consciousness person is a perfect yogi. Why? Because he is aware of everybody's happiness, distress by dint of own personal experience. Because our distress is the cause of forgetfulness of Krishna. Our remembrance is cause of our Krishna consciousness process. So he knows that people are suffering and people are happy just simply because of Krishna. Without Krishna, with Krishna. That's all. Therefore, they know. He already practiced all the things. He understood, he come to the stage of forgetfulness to remembrance, constant remembrance. So he knows the process. He knows what is happiness, what is distress. One is Krishna consciousness, is happy. One is not Krishna consciousness, is not happy. Therefore, a perfect yogi, Krishna consciousness, is better than this kind of Ashtanga yogi. Because Ashtanga yogi, they himself see their Paramatma, they get liberated. But a Krishna conscious yogi like Prahlad Maharaj, he sees Lord in the pillar also. That is also one kind of seeing the Lord in everywhere, in Paramatma, in the heart, in everywhere, outside, inside. But he does not stop there. After seeing that, he is telling, Lord, I do not want to go back to you. I do not want liberation. I want to share this knowledge that without Krishna consciousness, everything doomed to failure. Sochetat vimukha chetasa maya sukhena udbhara. Indriya priti, tat indriya priti maya sukhana bhara. He is concerned about those people. Therefore, he is very good, better than Ashtanga yogi. A Krishna consciousness yogi is better because he is thinking about the others, how to deliver others, to share this knowledge that without Krishna consciousness, you are failure. Ekanta Govinda Bhakti. Therefore, Krishna consciousness yogi is very important, very good. So therefore, Arjuna he is asking question. After he hearing everything, he understood that Ashtanga yogi, he knows that the Ashtanga yogi is progressive. Initially, it is called beginning stage, Aryukhya, and ultimately perfection stage called Aryudha, Samadhi. Yama, Niyama, Asana, in this way, will come to Samadhi. Whole idea is to control the mind. So Krishna consciousness person is also same thing. In the beginning, sadhana bhakti is to control the mind, more and more advanced, become perfect, pure devotee, come to the stage of bhakti. So Arjuna now is asking, in entire theme is main problem, central point is mind. Without controlling mind, you cannot do anything, because we cannot renounce your material desire. You cannot renounce sense gratification. You cannot renounce all this kind of sex life. All this, you cannot do all this strenuous process. So Arjuna is therefore asking, oh Madhusudana, system of yoga which you have summarized appears impractical, undurable to me, for the mind is restless and unsteady. He knowingly addressing Madhusudana. You can kill the enemy Madhu, but mind is not like this. I cannot kill the mind. I cannot subdue. It is impractical for me. Chanchalahi manha Krishna, pramathi balabadidridam tascham nirgham manya bayuri bhasuduskrama. The mind is restless, turbulent, obstinate, very strong. Oh Krishna, to subdue it, I think more difficult than controlling the mind. I am the great warrior. I can control the wind. I have that weapon. But for mind, sorry, I cannot. Lord Krishna says that, oh mighty arm, son of Kunti, it is undoubtedly very difficult to curb restless mind. But it is possible, Arjuna. How? Practice makes a man perfect. By practice, by detachment, you can control. Nowadays, people are coming to temple, they are doing meditation. Sir, chant. No, I am meditating on Krishna. How long? 5 minutes after, that's all. That is not meditation. Prabhupada say, what kind of meditation? Meditating for 1 hour, coming out and smoking cigarette. You have no controlling the mind and you are telling I am doing meditation. That is not possible. Even Arjuna is like such an associate, exalted devotee. He rejected that. No, Chanchalahi Manha Krishna, I cannot control the mind. And this Ashtanga Yoga demands to control the mind, exclusively control the mind. For one whose mind is unbridled, self-realization is difficult work. Arjuna, you remember that one thing. That self-realization is not possible. Those who are unbridled, uncontrolled mind. But one whose mind is controlled, who strives by appropriate means, is assured of success. That is my opinion. He is giving his opinion, Lord. Without that, there is very important. Very difficult. Therefore, impersonal spiritual detachment is more difficult. They cannot control the mind. But attachment to the mind activities of Krishna, that is a practical. Because hearing about Krishna, one become auto. So supposing I have our mind now. My mind is now what I am to speak. Your mind is how to hear. So this mind is always there. Mind is not drifting. That is called control mind. If I use this mind I cannot say, if I do not speak about Krishna, you do not hear. You will be thinking something else. Something else. But you cannot stop your mind. So real practical way of controlling mind, always Krishna activity. Bhakti paresan bhava virakti ranyata. As soon as you engage in the activities of Krishna, automatically you have to detachment. No need of artificial detachment by physical exercise, Ashtanga Yoga. No, we don't undergo all kind of strenuous, complicated, complex process, physical exercise to control the mind. Simple method. Always Manmana Bhava Mad Bhakta Mad Jadima. Always hear, chant, Sravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam. Hear about Krishna, chant Krishna, glorify, talk about Krishna, remember Krishna. Archana means do temple worship, offering prasadam, decorating, that is called Archanam. Mandana means prayer. Chintamani Prakara Sadma Sukalpa Vritya. This is all Brahma Samhita, so many Prakunti prayer, that is called Mandanam. Then after Bandhanam, there is the Dasyam, Sakhyam, service, some service to the Krishna, cleaning, so many service to Krishna. Preaching, all the things is Dasyam, Sakhyam, friendly, and Atmani Vedanam, some complete surrender like Bali Maharaj. In this way, your mind is controlled. Always engage in the activity. So Prabhupada has given a beautiful program, so that we can gradually step and easy process of coming to the samadhi, perfection of Ashtanga Yoga. Samadhi means always Krishna consciousness. So this is a very unique gift to human mankind, Srila Prabhupada has given. A practical things in a temple, from morning 4 o'clock, getting up Mangalarati to last Sahanarati. Some kind sort of activities related to Krishna, so that our mind is automatically controlled. And at the time of death, we will be eligible to go back to Godhead. How great Srila Prabhupada. Destination of unsuccessful. Arjuna is telling, does not such a man who is bewildered from the path of transcendence fall away from the both spiritual material success, perish like a river, a raven cloud with no position in any sphere? So it's a very important question. So here telling, supposing this process is very complex. Even Krishna consciousness is very complex. It's not that easy. Of course, easier than this Ashtanga Yogi. But it is also a little complex. It is stated that, what is that? Durataya. Purasya dhara. Nisita durataya. Durgam patham kavaya vadanti. It is stated that Krishna consciousness is kurasya dhara, like saving. Saving is very dangerous, Little bit of indentation, there is a blood. Therefore, it is very difficult path. One has to be attentive. Supposing in the beginning stage, premature stage, or in a stage that one is failed, he has caught his cheeks and blood is coming, whether he is losing or not, that means an unsuccessful practitioner, unsuccessful in Krishna consciousness or Ashtanga Yogi, will he be failure or not? Just like a cloud. It's a big cloud, sometimes you see the sky, one small cloud is coming away from the big cloud. And due to sunrise, it immediately scattered everything, dried up, consumed by sun ray, because he was very small, he is falling down from the big cloud. Similarly, Arjuna is asking, if somebody is like is practicing but failure, really is failing or not? But Krishna says, no. Such a man who is builder from the path of transcendence, fall away from both spiritual material success, perish. No, this is my doubt. Oh Krishna, I ask you to dispel completely. Supreme Lord says that son of transcendentalists engage in auspicious activity does not mean destruction in either in this world nor in the spiritual world. One who does good, my friend, is never overcome by evil. No. One who is Krishna consciousness, he cannot be failed. He cannot be failed. He will start from that point where he left it. Material things, if a house is not 100% complete, you cannot enter. You cannot live there. But spiritual is nothing like that. Einstein died and again he has to start with ABC 1, 2, 3. He cannot start with theory of relativity. Sir Isaac Newton in next birth, he never start with the theory of gravitational force. No, he has to start with ABC 1, 2, 3. But spiritual thing, Krishna is telling, no. Unsuccessful yogi, after many years of enjoyment on the planet of pious living entity, is born into a family of righteous people or into a family of rich aristocracy. After a long prayer, if he takes his birth in a family of transcendentalists who are surely great in wisdom, certainly such birth is rare in this world. On taking such birth, he revives his divine consciousness of his previous life. He again tries to make further progress in order to achieve complete success. O son of Kuru, how beauty of Krishna consciousness. Beauty of Krishna consciousness, there is no failure. You live and you will start from, you have left the Krishna consciousness by doing 20%. In next birth, you start with 21%, not from zero. It is not reset. That is beauty of Krishna consciousness. Therefore, Krishna says, Solpamapyascha dharmascha trate mahata bhayat. You start from there. There is no loss in Krishna consciousness. There are beautiful verses Narada Muni said in this regard. Prabhupada used to quote this verse. 1517. Sorry. Important verses. Tatya sodharmam charanadbujam harer bhajana pakkutta patetata yadi atra ko bhavadram abudamamusya kim kovarta ko bhajatam sudharmataha. One who has forsaken his material occupation to engage in the devotional service of the Lord may sometimes fall down while in an immature state. Yet there is no danger of being unsuccessful. On the other hand, a non-devotee, though fully engaged in occupational duty, does not gain it. So in the immature stage, one may fall down, but there is no danger of being unsuccessful because he will start from the next point. But non-devotee who is not engaged, again he starts from zero. Ambani, Bill Gates, Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs is already died. He will not start with CEO of company. He will start and struggle. So that is the beauty of Krishna consciousness. Therefore, Krishna says that Prahlad Maharaj and Hiranyakasipu. See, Hiranyakasipu underwent 100 celestial years of austerity. Then he got the benediction from the Brahma. He got all kind of benediction, all opulences, whole three world. Indra, except Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwar, he got everybody under his control. So many demigods are engaged in his kitchen, cutting vegetables, mopping, cooking, all the things. That kind of power he has got. On the other hand, Prahlad Maharaj, nothing, he is simply doing Sravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam. He has got so much power. And Hiranyakasipu could not kill his son by administering poison, throwing from the cliffs, trampling on the elephant. He could not kill. Prahlad, you cannot be killed. Where is your strength? Prahlad is answering, the same source. You have got your strength. I have got the same source. Then who is that source? Vishnu, who is all providing. Immediately told, where is your Vishnu? In this pillar. See, a non-devotee cannot see the Naham Prakasa Sarvasya Yogamaya Samarbhita. A devotee see everywhere. Atra Tatra Sarvatra. Jomam Pasyanti Sarvatra. Just now we read 6:30. Jomam Pasyati Sarva. Sarvam Jamai Pasyati. Tasyaham na pranasami na chasya pranasyati. Hey Arjuna, who sees me, everything in me. I am never lost, and he is never lost. So Prahlad Maharaj is a great perfect yogi, great Ashtanga yogi, without doing any Ashtanga practice of Yama Niyama. That is the beauty of Krishna consciousness. He did not do any Ashtanga yogi, but he is better than Ashtanga yogi. He can see everything in Krishna in everything. Tavara Jangama dekhe, na dekhe tara murti. Sarvatra dekhe tara ishta devata smriti. That is spoken by the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu talking with Raya Ramananda. Raya Ramananda find out he is God. Then immediately he told Prabhu, you are God, a pure devotee. How Chaitanya Mahaprabhu telling this is the symptoms of pure devotee. He will see everywhere in Krishna. He can easily detect who is Krishna or not. So Prahlad Maharaj can see in the pillar Nrsimhadev. So Nrsimhadev is coming out. Therefore he challenged this Nrsimha Lila is to convince the atheist that God is not dead, God is there. Just that you cannot see. See, my eyes has got cataract. I cannot see. That does not mean that objects are not there. This is a problem with my eyes. Therefore, the problem with me that I am not Krishna consciousness, therefore I cannot see. Don't say that many people demand, show me God, show me God, show me God. Are you qualified? Sir, are you qualified to see God? First of all, you qualify, then you can see. Prahlad Maharaj is qualified, he can see the Nrsimhadev in pillar. Therefore, he immediately, with firm conviction, he told, yes, my Lord is there in the pillar. On the other hand, he is sarcastically telling, what nonsense you are talking, what rubbish you are talking, Prahlad. Where is your God? He was breaking that pillar. Then Lord come out, the tumultuous sound, yes, I am there. A devotee can see me. Satyam vidatum nijavutta vasitam vyatincha bhuteshu akhileshu chatmanaha adhischati adbhuta rupamudbahan tamba savayam namurgam namanusam. I am not lion, I am not human, half man, half lion. He came out for his devotee. That is Krishna consciousness vision. That is Krishna consciousness. We should learn from. See, this all the Prahlad Nrsimha Lila is not a one-day affair, It's not a story, very famous story, very nice, to hear and to celebrate one day. No, so many lessons. Tonight I am giving the classes, the lessons, life lesson, take-home lesson from Nrsimha Lila. All these lessons we should learn so that we can imbibe it. It gives us the impetus to practice further and advance in Krishna consciousness. If we know Krishna superficially, we will be in neophyte stage. Krishna says, Janma karma chame divyam evam jo beti tattataho. Tattataho means in truth. Prabhupada says that in truth, not superficially. Bhaktyamama vijandi javanjacha sami tattataho. In truth. In truth only. Manushyanam sarstaju kasyadete siddhayatatam api siddhanam kasyin mam beti tattataho tattvataha. Again in truth. So many places Krishna says, very important verses. One should know me in truth, means in philosophically understanding, not the story, That is very important. Therefore, he told that person who is failing also, he will revive his divine consciousness in previous life. That is beauty of Krishna consciousness. By virtue of divine consciousness of his previous life, he automatically become attracted to yogic principle, even without seeking them. Such an inquisitive transcendental stands away above ritualistic principle of the scripture. That is the very good, by virtue of divine consciousness, his previous life, automatically become attracted to this yogic principle. They are not after rituals to going to heaven and all. Their whole idea to go back to Krishna consciousness. Those who are doing rituals, they are for this heavenly planet. Advanced yogi, they are not very attached to rituals. They are automatically attracted to. They disregard all Vedic. Aho bhakta supacha garyan. They chant Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. They evoke rituals. Those who are chanting Hare Krishna, they are above the rituals. That means all this Krishna consciousness person who are chanting, they are somehow unsuccessful yogi in previous life. So they are not attracted to the rituals, demigod worship, Vedic rituals, Jagya and all so forth. They are after chanting like Haridas Thakur. Following the path of Haridas Thakur and others, Rupa Goswami and all. They are chanting Hare Krishna, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. So they are better above the ritualists. They are all unsuccessful yogi and we are practicing again to further advance. And when the yogi engages himself with sincere endeavor in making further progress, being washed up all contamination, ultimately achieving the perfection, after many, many births of practice, he attains the supreme goal. See, after many, many births, it's not so easy, Although fell down, that doesn't mean that next birth I will go back to Godhead. Never mind, let me fail. Let me fail, it's okay. Krishna already told those who are Krishna consciousness, some failing also, never mind. Or he is still called as a sadhu. Sadhu Evaschamantav. Also, he is not unsuccessful. He will revive the divine consciousness. Here it is said that many, many births. Do not do deliberately falling. That is not good. Accidentally falling is different, immature state. But deliberately falling is not the correct. Even though accidentally falling, Krishna says after many, many births, it's not easy. After many, many births, again he practice, then supreme goal. So do not procrastinate, Prabhupada says that. Do not deliberately procrastinate. That is very dangerous. Even do not accidentally also try to procrastinate. Try to go back as soon as possible in this life. Don't try to be like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Mama Janmani Sarvavatar Bhakti Rohituge. After life, Prabhupada says you cannot do like that. He is a pure devotee. So, but our thing is go back to God. Don't stay in this. This world is not meant for gentlemen. Prabhupada said, my Guru Maharaj used to say, this material world is not good for, is not meant for the, gentlemen. We have some business, just do it. Just like we go to toilet, we have some business, evacuate and come back. We don't look back. Exactly like material world. Bharat Maharaj also did the same thing. But somehow he fell down. But anyway, but he did the same thing. So finally, 2 verses is the Bhakti Yogi, the topmost. Lord is certifying eventually after speaking about all the Ashtanga Yogi, how to become topmost Ashtanga Yoga. For that, you have to do all practices, this process of Ashtanga Yoga, go to secluded places, do all the process, mind control and so on and so forth. Then he told about then he answered about the unsuccessful yogi by Arjuna's question. Finally, he is concluding with that a yogi is greater than ascetic, greater than empiricist, greater than Futivarsa. Therefore, Arjuna, in all circumstances, be a yogi. Tasmad yogi bhava Arjuna. See, all circumstances. Because without yogi, without coming to the ladder, how can I climb to the topmost? We are in the down, we have no touch with ladder. Unless you become a yogi, we cannot. Whatever the yogi you are, karma yogi, jnana yogi, whatever, dhyana yogi, ashtanga yogi, bhakti yogi, never mind. But we have to come to the ladder now. You have to come to this first, at least first stage of ladder. Ladder means you are progressing, you are climbing, attempting to climb. You are not climbing, you are not yogi, you are just a karmi, bhogi, rogi. How to become successful? When you speak of yoga means we refer to linking our consciousness when supreme absolute. Such a process is named differently, various practitioners. When we're linking process predominantly in fruitive activity, that is called karma yoga. When it's predominantly knowledge, it is called jnana yoga. When it is the linking process with Supreme Lord is bhakti, that is called bhakti yoga. But although there are different practitioner name is different. Supposing those who are staying in 5th floor, it is called 5th floor householder, 5th floor. Another person called 6th floor, 10th floor. Different name is given them. But Bhakti Yoga is the topmost. Krishna say that final verse, Yoginam api sarvesham madgatenandra atma manaha sardavan bhajate jomam sameduktatam mata. So many yogis are there. It's a ladder, just like a lift in a big building, skyscraper building. Somebody 5th floor, 10th floor, 20th floor, somebody top floor. Krishna says those who are in Yoginam api Bhakti Yoga, those who are in 100th floor, they are called Bhakti Yogi, they are topmost. Yoginam api sarvesam mad gatena antratma mana saddhavan bhajate jo maam sameduktatam mata. And of all yogis, the one with great faith who always abide in me, thinks of me within himself, render transcendental loving service to me, is the most intimately united with me in yoga and is highest of all. That is my opinion. That means culmination of all kind of yoga practice lies in Bhakti Yoga. All other yoga, but means to come to the point of Bhakti Yoga. You are in yogi, no doubt, you are karma yogi, but you are in 5th floor. You cannot say that I have been the 100th floor, I have reached the destination. No. Yoga means actually Bhakti Yoga. All others are progression towards the destination of Bhakti Yoga. Bhakti Yoga is ultimate. Krishna never say Bhaktyamam Avijananti. He never say Karmamam Avijananti. Jnanamam Avijananti. He told Bhaktyamam Avijananti Javanjacha Samitattaha. Specifically say Bhaktya, only Bhakti Yoga. Everything is progression, progressing path. Initially we are not in yogi or karmi all. Then slowly we come into Krishna consciousness. Start with karma yoga, jnana yoga, still advanced. Krishna is speaking karma yoga, then advanced little jnana yoga, then ashtanga yoga, then bhakti yoga. All this progressive path. But those who are in Krishna consciousness, he directly surpass the karma, bhakti, ashtanga, everything. As in this chapter, how the beautiful purport Prabhupada has given parallelly. A Krishna consciousness person also same as a ashtanga yogi. That means when you become Krishna consciousness, you passes all this karma, jnana and ashtanga. Already included, not passes, it is included already. So this is the end of the thing. Bhajati, very important. Bhajana, bhajati means only for Krishna. Bhajati is not used for anybody. Bhajati means only for worshipping, because anybody can be used for respect, namaskar. Demigod can be said namaskar, respect everything. But worship, worship means adoring. That is love. That is only specially meant for Supreme Lord. Therefore, it is said that bhajate domam, only for Krishna only, not for any kind of demigod and all. Demigod is respect, but when it comes bhaja means devotional service, it is only meant for Krishna. So thank you very much. So if you have any question, any doubt, you can ask. I will send you this. Yeah. So thank you very much for attending. We have completed. I will send you this Ashtanga Yoga. It's very easy actually. Ashtanga Yoga. It's not that difficult things. You just have to go through it's very easy process how Krishna. So we should know that, so that we know that what is there in 6th chapter. So thank you very much.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yes, yes.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much for nice class. Prabhu, I missed 15 minutes. I joined late. Okay, 3rd chapter is karma yoga, and then 5th chapter is karma in Krishna consciousness, and the 4th is with transcendental knowledge.
Yes, yes.
So that is jnana. Means jnana. So this Dhyāna-yoga is manana. The dhyana is maranam, with mind,
yes,
and jnana is with buddhi.
Yes.
So buddhi is always originated from rajas, and the mana is sattva. So mind is always superior than. That is why smaranatmika
No, mind is superior. Intelligent is superior. That what
yeah,
is the
intelligent superior, but intelligent, the intelligent superior, but intelligent is originating from rajas and mind from sattva. So mind is more powerful because you see this in 12th chapter also, Prabhupada has written Smaranatmika Bhakti Dhyana is better than Jnana, and first Abhyas, and then Jnana, then Dhyana. Dhyana is with the mind, and Jnana with buddhi.
Yes. So Jnana, see, what is your question?
Your question
which
is that
clear.
Jnana means Mananam is with buddhi, with intelligence is Jnana, Mananam, and Smaranam is better with mind. Dhyana is the best.
Smarana means remembrance. So
Yeah.
remembering.
Right. 12th chapter. 12th chapter is described in detail actually. So yeah, so this Ashtanga Yoga, then Ashtanga Yoga came after working in Krishna consciousness, then Ashtanga Yoga, after 5th chapter, it is 6th chapter. So it means mind control basically. It's a Krishna is talking about mind control. Sorry, Babu, you are a mute. Can't hear you. Can't hear you, Prabhu. Prabhuji can't hear.
Hello, can you hear me? Hello?
Hare Krishna, yes, Prabhu.
Hare
Yes.
Krishna, yes, Prabhu, we can hear
Yes.
you.
Okay, so the question was that, yes, this is the answer Krishna has given. That one who is not transcendental consciousness can neither have controlled mind nor steady intelligence. Without which there is no possibility of peace. How can there be happiness without? Buddhi, it is very important thing that nasti buddhir ajuktasa. Buddhi means transcendental intelligence. There are two kinds of intelligence. One is polluted or material intelligence, transcendental intelligence. So the fourth chapter he told transcendental intelligence. Buddhi yoga. In second chapter also he's telling intelligence is required, because without intelligence your mind cannot be controlled. So therefore Krishna is speaking the transcendental knowledge in fourth chapter. Then he comes to the fifth chapter, because without controlling mind, and we cannot do this, one cannot have a control mind. Without control mind, there is no question of meditation. To meditating, we need the control mind. And for that, we need intelligence to control that. Therefore, Krishna disturbance due to want of an ultimate goal. Therefore, if one is not Krishna consciousness, therefore cannot be final goal of mind. So how to become Krishna consciousness? He knows that Krishna is the supreme proprietor, supreme beneficiary. Suidam sarvabhutanam. That means that intelligence must be there. Without intelligence, mind cannot be. Disturbance due to want of pain. See, in this mode of passion is not intelligent. This is polluted intelligence. Transcendental intelligence is above everything. Therefore, Krishna say in 343 how the superiority of intelligence. 343, Krishna say that thus knowing oneself be transcendental, the material sense, mind, intelligence, one should control the, say 342. 342, Krishna says that Indrani parani ahur indreva parama manaha manastastu para buddhi ye buddhi paratastu sa. The working sense are superior to dull matter. Mind is higher than sense. Intelligence is still higher than the mind, and the soul even higher than the intelligence. So once you become Krishna consciousness, then his intelligence is purified. That is called transcendental knowledge. That is fourth chapter is coming. So when our activities are, when we are engaged in this devotional service, then our intelligence is purified. When intelligence purified, automatically mind is purified. When mind is purified, then automatically our activity senses are all controlled. See, Krishna say here, Prabhupada writing, but above the mind, there is a determination of the intelligence. I mean, above the intelligence, there is soul proper. If therefore soul is directly engaged with the Supreme, naturally all other subordinates, namely intelligent mind and the senses, will automatically engage. Therefore, this Dhyāna-yoga is not coming before Jnana-yoga actually. I mean, whatever transcendental knowledge Krishna spoke. The meditation, how can we meditation without proper knowledge? Therefore, Krishna is explaining the knowledge, how to do the practice, the meditation, how to progress, what is the ultimate success. Everything we need a background of the knowledge. That is intelligent. Therefore, Krishna says, Nastir bhuktir aduktasya nacha duktasya bhavana. So this intelligent is important. Intelligent is very important. I have so many verses on intelligence, how intelligent is superior to things. So there's so many verses. I will show you later because I have a classes, Hindi classes. So I have to disperse here. I have a 5:30 Hindi Bhagavad Gita class starting. So thank you very much. For any other questions, we will take up in the air. So sorry, Parsuram Prabhu, if anything, I will get back to you again.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much.
I will be explaining because I have no time, but intelligent is always higher. That is two kind of intelligence. Verses 2-3 verses is there where it is said that how intelligent is, that is polluted intelligent. Another is this one. Another is Krishna consciousness intelligent. Polluted intelligence is not good. So therefore, we always say that mind is more superior, control mind. But control mind means we have to be engage the mind in proper way. For this background of intelligence is important to control the mind. Just like Prabhupada has given example, just like a child is going to school, and child is going to school, but instead of going to school, he is going to playground. And how to control that? So the intelligent is guard to control. No, I should not go to playground. I should have no going playground in the future is my future is very not bright. So in this way, this intelligent always superior, the transcendental intelligence. Therefore, Krishna has come for first transcendental in essay. Karma yoga is duty, transcendental intelligent is fourth chapter. The duty with knowledge. When we have a duty, we know our identity, we know our duty, know duty with knowledge, and what is the result? We will get Santi Archati. I have got this meditation. We can meditate on the Supreme Soul. Then Ashtanga Yoga is coming. And Ashtanga Yoga, last one is called Bhakti is the best, because Ashtanga Yoga is okay, approved, but practically not possible. You become Bhakti Yogi because Arjuna rejected it. So thank you very much. Hare Krishna. I have a Bhagavad Gita Hindi class, so I have this person. Thank you. Any question and any other, we can further recapping, we can take up it. We can take up, for example, sorry, I put
No.
for,
Okay, you answered, Prabhu. You answered. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.